team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the tailback. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Steps away to find some room. Grabbed over the middle. It's Godet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. In the formation on 1st and 10. Going right to work up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now facing a 3rd and long. the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. That Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just a short pass to the tight end. Has the 45 on his way. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Got his man in the middle. Touchdown, Tiger. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a crease. It's Wolf. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Looking to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's second and long. formation. Back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Wolf.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Vols come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
The defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the 2nd level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. And the back that time hit the hold and show out his speed.
He's got it on the move. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Coastal Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Just going to keep it after the snap. Picks up the first down. There he goes to the right. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Auburn!
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable. Having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Nice move there. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
You know about the speed back. You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground. Offense
changing the play. looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Wolf. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never a doubt. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Godet.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Callow. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Auburn Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Going to try to get it himself. Stumbled to the ground.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
By himself, he makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly. And they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, going to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. Fourth down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big fourth down conversion.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Pass rush, going after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him! And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. He did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Still looking, on the move. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want out to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They get it out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Volunteers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. Snapped it in the shotgun. Quickly complete. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Volunteers in the hurry up. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. To pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they're able to make the tackle. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They just keep firing. Caught near the sticks. It's carry on. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Wolf. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown ball! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 24 over Washington State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Still running at the 40. He's loose. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively camtastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Got a man in the middle. And they get him down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Towards the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle. It's carry on. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Vols will hustle to the line. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's carry on. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's carry on. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And this one is perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Going to swing it on second down. Sure hands. It's carry on. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Gets the back moving. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
This full vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Might as well run him him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
All of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Motion from the wide receiver. The snap sets up the throw. It's complete to the left. He's not going to make it. The defense stops the 2-point try, and this is still a 5-point game. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you can tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again? You're going to force them to pass the football.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 45 on its way. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. After the run, now to throw. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, And it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, lose set of downs, let's go.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. He'll set up to throw. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quickly to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
He might want another play. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Right on the money. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Old Dominion rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ballard Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. All down the middle, moves the sticks as he picks up the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They bounced.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Akbana. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because when he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Makes the catch. It's Akbana. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's carry on. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown ball. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterback. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback. Getting it out quick.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket get breaking down. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
On the shuttle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They're giving up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Touchdown, Auburn! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. And back to the air on second down. Got a man, it's Agbana. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Agbana. Oh, look out! He's at the 10.
Offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.